here to talk about the data centers like most everyone else this morning. I've got a bit of a statement here. So, pretty much everybody's here to talk about the Buffalo Data Center, even if they didn't know that they were this morning when they got here. Thanks to HB 2014, there's not much that we can do in this chamber. Like I said, kind of tied everybody's hands a bit there. And that's probably by design, because they knew we wouldn't like this. You guys agree? So the people seem to be overwhelmingly opposed to this data center. I personally think it will suffocate the town of Buffalo, as does the mayor. I've seen the effects of data centers when there are no restraints, kind of like here, to make sure that they're good neighbors. You should all go home and look at what Elon Musk has done to the town of Memphis, Tennessee, if you really want to see it. That is coming to towns all over West Virginia now. So I live, like I said, in Poca, literally in the shadow of John Amos. So, like he said earlier, equating this to John Amos, not quite the same there. One thing is that John Amos is a utility, and Google is going to be pushing a product. They're going to be trying to make money here. It's not to help anyone. This is not going to be just something to host the internet. So when someone tells you that you're being a hypocrite for complaining on Facebook about this, or using Google, that's not what this is. These data centers are going to be for AI processing, and it's not just going to be out of the kindness of their hearts. They're trying to make money here. Okay? They want to have a foothold on AI data processing. If you didn't know this, you could actually load up large language models, which is what AI is, on your own equipment and run it. But these companies want you to pay a subscription fee. They want you, they want your neighbor, they want your state legislator to use their AI products. So, as much as we oppose them, they're likely to still be built. The legislation ties their hands from enforcing any laws that govern any other business in the area. It also unconstitutionally takes property taxes that are owed to Putnam County. Like he said, we only get 30%. The state constitution says that they cannot take that much to the state. That's a 70% of the taxes going to the state slush funds to do whatever they want. It's a claim to try to lower your income tax, I believe is what their goal is with that. But also, that 70% should be owed to us. If we were to manage to actually get the full property taxes that are owed to us for this, none of us in here would ever have to vote on a levy for anything. Our county schools would look amazing. We would have probably the top in the county, in the state, but it's not. So I would love to see this commission try to actually say something or do something to fight that. Somebody needs to go have a lawsuit against the state for that reason itself. It's unconstitutional. So that's just for the money that we're bringing into the county. Because right now it's going to be distributed to the state, and the state redistributes at the counties that don't have data centers. So we are going to be the communities that deal with this problem, and everybody else benefits. Because it's not just going to the state, they are procedurally redistributing that. You can look it up online. A couple of the guys running for state have a calculator. I don't think the math is right on it though, but the fact of the matter is that we're losing 70% of what should be owed to us because of this bill. And that's the constitutional part. So if it's not on this commission to actually try to do something about this, then it will be on to a constituent here, somebody in the county needs to file that suit because it is unconstitutional to take that money from us. I think if we are the ones dealing with it, we should be the ones benefiting from it.
They tried to take 100% of it, and it was fought with the state to get the 30. Again,
Which is ridiculous.
They at first, like I said, if it was a non-issue, they wanted it all. And so we did, in fact, have to fight to get 30%. So if we can get 70% or get it all, that would be
As per the Constitution, we should get about 98%.
Right.
If we're going to do that there. But that's the major problem. The money's going to be going elsewhere. You've got counties that don't have a data center, they're going to be making money off of us. And that doesn't sit right with me. But what I am doing, because like I said, there's not much to do other than the legislature. And they're not open. Our legislature operates for 60 days out of the year. So I don't really agree with that much either. But we need to understand who's going to overturn it. Who can repeal that? Like they said, the legislature. So I'm going to be working I've got a list out of every single candidate for both sides. This should not be a party issue, Republican or Democrat, it should not be. Because all of us are gonna deal with this. So I've got a list of every single candidate, and I'm gonna be reaching out to them in the next month or so. I know less than a month for the primary here, but I'm gonna be reaching out to every single candidate to see what their view is on this, and if they would support repealing both local control, so that this chamber here could actually enforce even a noise ordinance, as well as getting a tax revenue. And back to John Amos, like I said, I live in the town of Poca. Anybody here live in Poca area around here? You've been woke up by them purging the towers of John Amos, all right? I have. If that happened nightly, every day, you guys would know every single person's name in the town of Poca within a month.